And what's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. So today I thought we'd talk about impeachment, since that is still a topic of discussion. And more importantly, so we're going to talk about impeachment and Andrew Yang's take on impeachment. So I'll just tell you guys from the start, it's a horrible idea. It is a complete waste of time, in my opinion, because nothing is going to come from it. Okay? You're not going to get any of the Republicans in the Senate to flip on Donald Trump. It's just not happening. It is a 0% chance. So, in my opinion, they are literally wasting time right now and not being productive. Now, some may argue, well, we have to do it based on principle. It's the principle of the matter. That's why we have to do these things. To set an example, to show other presidents that you can't do this. You're not showing anybody anything, because all the presidents are going to see is, oh, you tried to impeach him and failed. So, and then on top of that, you guys aren't being real, because you may not like the way Donald Trump got his information, but you want us to ignore the information he obtained. You don't want us to think of or talk about Joe Biden and Hunter Biden sitting on the energy board. You just want to focus on Trump. I've heard time after time after time. No, the focus needs to be on Trump. No. There's a broader picture, and we're either going to look at the broader picture or we're not going to look at it at all. Right? You're not going to tell us to ignore the issue that he found with Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. That's just not happening. If you're telling me to ignore that, I'm just going to ignore the entire issue as it is. Okay? So yeah, in my opinion, it's a complete waste of time. And look, if you're a Democrat and you're not for impeachment, you're going to get crucified. Look, Tulsi Gabbard had to fall in line. She was kind of iffy on it. Andrew Yang had to fall in line with it. But Andrew Yang on many occasions has said, fine, let's do this impeachment. But I don't want anybody to be fooled into thinking anything's actually going to come from this. He said this on multiple occasions. I'm going to play two of those times right now.
So, not the Mueller report, you didn't see anything, but you feel like this call is impeachment worthy?
I think this call is impeachment worthy because it's a pattern, because there'd been all of these things that had happened before that were very much
and there's been
analogous.
Convicted criminals around the current president.
Yeah, so I'm on the record saying, look, I'm for impeachment, but I also think impeachment is potentially a massive loser for the Democratic Party, because you need a supermajority of senators to actually go through with it, which would require literally like dozens of them to defect. And there's no indication that's going to happen. So if we play this out, impeachment fails, Trump says, look, I was innocent, and all the oxygen gets sucked out of the room for the next number of months. The way to beat Trump is not to talk about Trump. The way to beat Trump is to present a new positive vision for the country that we can all get excited about, that draws in people from every part of the political spectrum.
House Democrats trudge forward on their impeachment inquiry. 2020 presidential candidate Andrew Yang isn't confident their effort will pay off. Though he's reiterated support for impeachment, he's also gone on the record warning Democrats about talking too much about the issue.
The more we focus on Donald Trump, even if it's in the context of impeaching Donald Trump, it's a lost opportunity for us to present a new positive vision that Americans can get excited about.
He echoed those calls as he made the rounds on cable news over the weekend. He told CNN's Dana Bash that in the general election, it will be whoever wins the Democratic nomination against Donald Trump. And impeachment alone will not be a strong enough argument to win over the American people. Just this week, a new NBC News Wall Street Journal poll shows that half of the country, 49%, support Donald Trump's removal from office, but 46% are still not on board with impeaching him.
Oh, yeah, he's telling you up front, if you want to go through with this impeachment inquiry and, you want to set everything in motion, that's great. But don't be fooled that, A, don't be fooled that anything's going to happen. And B, the more you talk about Donald Trump, the more empowered he's going to get. And I think Andrew Yang is 100% correct. But Yang, they're not going to listen to you. They have their head up their ass. Pelosi does. They have their head. They are solely focused on this defeat Trump ideology. And what's going to happen is they're going to try to impeach him. It's going to fail. And they're going to make him Teflon Don. He's going to be like, look, you came for me again and you failed. All I do is win, win, win. All I do is win. I win big, huge, humongous. I win. I'm the best. You see me? Look at me. I win. I'm big. Like, and he's just going to, he's such a good talker. He can play to a crowd so well. He's going to use this as ammunition. And if you don't think this is going to empower his base times 10, then you're wrong. They are going to come out in droves and vote for him for sure. And some of the people that were on the fence, once they see the silliness, this silly call for impeachment, they're going to be like, you know what? I was on the fence, but the Democrats are being silly. I'm going to go vote for Trump. All you're going to do is harden his base. You're not going to sway anybody with this, and you're just wasting time. And look, the Hill Rising, they also spoke on Andrew Yang and his take on it. And they also spoke on how the average person feels about this whole impeachment process. I did a video weeks ago when it first started. I called it Impeachgate. And this is how they feel about it. Take a look.
Literally, nobody on the campaign trail cares about impeachment, from the candidates to the voters. So much so that even people in the mainstream media are beginning to take notice and marvel at what they think is the ignorance of the American public. Listen to this from a CNN dispatch via Wisconsin.
Now, Wisconsin Democrats say they knocked on more than 50,000 doors just this weekend. That is double the number that Trump won the state of Wisconsin by in 2016. And here's some instant polling for you, Jake. I asked the party just now, did anyone bring up impeachment? And they said, no, it is not something that Democrats are bringing up organically.
You can just see how puzzled they are. I mean, look at this tweet from Caitlin Huey Burns of CBS News. She attended 4 presidential town halls over the last 2 days where the issue of impeachment did not come up once. She notes that 2 weeks ago when she was in Iowa and attended 3 at that time, impeachment also did not come up. It's almost like voters are trying to send a message. They don't give a damn about impeachment. He quotes presidential candidate Andrew Yang saying, "We have to face facts where not a single Republican crossed the aisle to support the impeachment vote," adding, "That would certainly suggest that impeachment's going to run aground in the Senate, and this is going to wind up with Donald Trump claiming innocence and vindication." Weird. Yang must be watching Rising, or maybe he just has some common sense. The media and the establishment Democrats insisted on not only pursuing impeachment, but thinking it is worthy of bringing the issue to the top of the American people's mind is maybe why things are not going so well right now in the 2020 race.
So yeah, it's a dead end road, and I don't get it. Again, if somebody wants to talk about doing it for the principle, fine, I guess. But just acknowledge you're wasting time, and also acknowledge you're not showing or setting a precedent for any other president. If the impeachment went through and you took him down, then yes, okay, you're setting a precedent from here on out. You accomplished your goal, and it made sense. You were proactive. But I don't feel you're being proactive. I feel like you're not setting a precedent. You're going to fail, and it's just going to make you look silly. So how do you guys feel about it? Do you feel the Democrats can impeach Trump? Do you think that's a thing that's actually going to happen? And do you feel the issue they're focusing on for impeachment is the right one? Listen, Trump calling a foreign government and trying to get that info, that's a weak case for impeachment. There's tons of other things you could have tried. You didn't try to get him when the Saudi government was funneling money through his hotels, right? You could have got him for that. That was something, I don't even think that would have necessarily got him impeached, but it was something with some depth to it. It had some meat on its bones. This doesn't, especially because one of your Democratic candidates is involved in it as well. I just thought I'd speak on that. Yang I've watched many interviews with him so far, and look, every interview every interview that, they bring up impeachment to him, he says, yes, I think it's fine. I'm for the Democrats setting that in motion, but don't be fooled. Just know that, etc. Right? He tells you straight up, ain't nothing going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. And you're taking, the people away from important matters at hand. Right? The way to defeat Trump is to get off your ass and go vote him out. That is how you defeat Donald Trump. Full stop. Impeachment is not going to happen. It's a pipe dream. You vote him out. That is how you win. Okay? And what is he? He doesn't have long left. His term's almost over with. Like, seriously? I don't know. It's just kind of ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous to do something even though you already know the end result. So what do you guys think? What do you think Trump's going to get impeached? Or do you think the Democrats are simply wasting their time? Do you agree with Andrew? Let me know in the comment section below. So if you like what you see, you like what you hear, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. Also, I have a PayPal link and a Venmo in the description below. Feel free to donate and help my channel grow. Every little bit helps. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.